It's almost here. Only 3 more sleeps until Bills training camp, and we're getting you ready for the week in Rochester with a look at some of the competitions to watch for this year. Bills place kicker signing an extension before getting hurt during this time last year, but now he's back on the squad. Tyler Bass is back after missing action on the field since August of last year. Bass got hurt in training camp a year ago. He tried to play through it and then ultimately needed core muscle and pelvic surgery. That ended his season before it even started. So that opened the door for 41-year-old Matt Prater, who was coaching his son's youth team when Buffalo called. Prater won the job outright after a walk-off field goal to beat Baltimore in Week 1, holding that reliability into the playoffs, including a 47-yarder against Jacksonville to hold the lead in the wildcard game. But it doesn't look like he'll return to Western New York for the 2026 season. While Prater sits in free agency, Tyler Bass is the only kicker on Buffalo's roster heading into camp. And the job is his if he's healthy, but he's also below the league average on field goals 2 straight seasons before that injury, and he took a $1.5 million pay cut on a restricted deal this offseason. So camp is as much about proving he's healthy as it is about winning a job he already has. Now, punter is a different story in terms of competition. Mitch Wishnowsky taking over last season after Cameron Johnston got hurt, and he was solid, almost 42 net yards a punt, and that's one of the best numbers in his time in the NFL, but he also brings Super Bowl experience from earlier in his career. But the Bills spending a 7th-round pick on Florida's Tommy Doman Jr. this spring. Doman spending his final college season at Florida, but he cut his teeth kicking in the cold weather at Michigan, where he won a national championship. Now, most teams don't typically keep 2 punters on a 53-man roster. The position doesn't need a backup the way other spots do. So if the Bills follow that same pattern, one of these 2 won't be here by Labor Day. There's also a third special teams battle worth watching. Outside of Khalil Shakir, the Bills don't have a clear-cut punt returner locked into the roster. If the team decides it doesn't have room for a dedicated returner, Shakir could end up back there again this fall, adding one more job to his already full plate. But 5th-round rookie Jalen Kilgore gives them another option. The South Carolina safety only returned 3 punts over his final 2 college season, but he handled 9 back in 2023, averaging 5.4 yards. It's limited experience, but it's more than anyone else on the roster brings to the job, except Keon Coleman, who has also been used sparingly back there in the past, and he could get another look too. Now, many say the key to fixing your special teams is to have an explosive offense, and the Bills kind of already have that. But if they want to make a push at the Super Bowl, having a complete special teams is an important part of the team makeup.